Let me just quickly see what we have here. I'm going to share my screen right now. So I'm still looking for the screen that I actually want to share. Okay. Are you guys able to see my screen? If you're able to see my screen, just send me a text right now. I'll see it. Just want to confirm. And can you hear me? Okay, TJ wants to speak. Hey there, TJ. How you doing, bro?
You can see your screen, sir. You can see your screen.
Okay, awesome, bro. So I'm basically going to break down gold starting from the monthly time frame, right? Starting from the monthly time frame. And yeah, we're basically going to touch on some of the important things that we need to see on gold. And I'm going to also give you disclaimers regarding my bias on gold, because what I'm going to show you now is not what's actually going to happen, it's what could happen on gold, right? So, sorry, I think I got a flu or cough, I'm not really sure. Okay, so basically, what we're going to discuss, right, is or what we're going to use. The first thing is smart money concepts. This is basically what I use. And then the second thing is SNR, or support and resistance. I'm not really sure if I read it correctly. Support and resistance. Damn, slow down. Yeah, this is basically what we're going to be using in order for us to find direction in the market, right? In order for us to find direction in the market. So let's start. So the first thing that I usually like to look for, right? The first thing which I usually like to look for is just stop hunt break of structure, right? Even if it's not, there's no break of structure, as long as we have a low which we ran through and then we rejected from, right? As long as we get rejected from it. This is why I like to look for trades, because ideally you'd want to target here if ever you're still on a higher time frame. You'd want to target here because you know there could be a breakout, right? There could be a breakout or a raid and then a continuation lower. So those are some of the things that you would want to look at. Let me quickly move my Telegram to the other screen so that I can be able to see when you guys are asking any questions. Okay, let me move this here. Fine. Peter, I'll get back to you. I just unmuted you. Okay, so that's basically what I like to look for, right? We have these highs right here, right? You can clearly see these highs. You can clearly see these highs. We ran through them, and then now we are rejecting. But remember, we have to see a breakout, right? On the monthly, a breakout is going to happen here. But if we have to incorporate SNR, right, it means that this candle has to close bearish in order for us to assume that fine, this level, the market has possibly created a resistance level right here, so we should look for downside momentum. But not everything is going to be restricted by the monthly. We can also check the weekly as well, right? We can also check the weekly, but I would prefer that this month closes bearish in order for us to be inclined to look for retracement or reversal, right? And whether or not it's a reversal, it will depend on whether we break this level here, right? It will depend on whether we break this level here, because this is a level of support, right? Hopefully you guys are not confused. So fine, that's the monthly for me. So my monthly bias, right? I'm still anticipating a bit of downside on the monthly to at least target here. But depending on how this month closes, we'll then be able to judge whether we're still going to continue high, because two things have happened. right? I mean, another thing has happened. We created the stop hunt, but then on this monthly candle, we traded into this area of support, which is an open close, right? So we traded higher. So if this candle doesn't close bearish, it means that it would have respected this other monthly open close and then would push higher, right? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We just coming from an area of an open close on the monthly. So, but for now, for the fact that we took out stops here, I'm obviously trying to attempt shorts, although I do know that we're coming from an area of support, right? There's a possibility that we could sell lower, right? We could keep selling, but we just have to wait and see. So weekly time frame. So as you can see with the weekly time frame, it aligns with the monthly level, which we are supposed to assume that it's an area of resistance only when the January's candle closes, right? If the January's candle closes bearish, then this would be a perfect area of resistance, right, on the monthly time frame. So fine. This is now the weekly area that we're going to observe for possible shorts, and ideally you wouldn't want to see price trade above here. This is your sell zone, right? For me personally, this is my sell zone. I don't want to see price trading above here, and this is where I'd like to sell off from. So the good thing about that is, let me do this full screen. The good thing about that is that during December we created this high row. So if ever December created a high, then January opens, let's say here, then we take out that high. This would obviously be previous month's raid, right? We took out stops from the previous month, just like here. I'm going to show you. No, this is the weekly. My apologies. Let's see. Monday. Okay. I'm wrong. My apologies. But nonetheless, we'll be taking out the previous week's high and then trading into this area of resistance, right? Trading into this area of resistance right here. So previous week's high, if we take that out and trade into this area, I'd be looking for possible downside momentum, right? For possible downside momentum. So this is basically the weekly. So where would my targets be on the weekly? Fine. Remember on the monthly, right? On the monthly, we were targeting here, right? Already this areas right here, this open close have been used, right? So first target would be here, or even this low right here, which can easily be traded to, right? Even this low. This previous week's lows should be your target before this this previous month's lows should be a target before we reach this main objective right here, depending on whether price will do that, right? Depending on whether price will want to trade lower towards that level. So we'll just keep paying attention to other time frames, right? Because we also have areas of supports here. So fine. Weekly time frame. Let's say we trade here this week, right? Into this area of resistance. This is the monthly MCF weekly, right? This right here. I'm gonna mark it in pink. That's your resistance, right? This is your resistance. Weekly MCF monthly, right? If we trade into this area, your targets should be here. You'd want to swing this trade, right? I think this is a possible swing opportunity for me personally. So on the daily, obviously I saw that it wasn't too clear, but we'll just see what happens, because you need to plan ahead with whenever you're trading, or whenever you have an area which doesn't clearly show you where it could sell off. You can see here we had this weekly resistance, buy, sell, and then price sold off from here, right? So right now we don't really have any other new areas here except for these open closes which have been used. So we'll just see. This is still that weekly MTF monthly time frame, right, level. So on the daily, I don't really see anything new. I don't really see anything new. So I'm going to go to the 4 hour now. 4 hour. Remember, with the refinement, right? I'm just going to quickly do something. I'm just going to make my lines a bit neat. And then I'll tell you why. I'm going to be observing the certain level that I want you guys to pay attention to. And remember, price doesn't really have to come back here. I have this resistance, but I don't really like how it closed above this resistance level. For me personally, that's not a good thing. Remember, this is the weekly. I'm just going to label it weekly MTF monthly level, right? Fine. So for me, whenever you refine, right, you can't refine. Let's say I want to refine this weekly and monthly level. I can't refine below it because I'm looking for a sell. I have to look for an area above this level in order for me to say, okay, fine, this is my refinement for this weekly MTF monthly, right? So what I'll then do, I'll look to the left. Remember, this is the previous week, right? I'll look to the left. And then what I saw was that we have this area of resistance here, buy, sell, right? And we also have this open close right here, which we've never really traded into. So chances are, and remember, chances are, for me, there's a breakout right here. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Chances are that price can also even trade up to that level, and which is the level which I'm more inclined on focusing on rather than this area, because this is just the wick, right? Price can just easily run above this wick and trade into these areas, right? Into these areas right there. So let me just quickly remove the session breaks. I'm going to bring them back one more on the 1 hour. I'm going to bring them back one more on the 1 hour. So what I then like to do, I like to estimate where my stop loss is going to be. Let's see, 2, 4, 2, 6. Okay, fine. 6, 4, 7. Okay, 30 pip stop is probably going to be around here. I think so. 30 pips is probably going to be around there. So for me personally, if let's say I wanted to sell gold with a limit order, I'll just set my entry here with stop loss above here, right? Because it can tap this area, and then sell off. But remember, there's still other areas above here. But for me personally, I don't want to see price trading above there, right? And you did see all the reasons why. I'm looking to possibly sell around these areas, right? And then I'll target just before the swing low, because this area is an area of support. Just before the swing low, this is where I'd like to target. This around 470 pips. So with the 0.01, it's probably around 47 pips. So 0.02 around 94. Okay. The 94, yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay, so that's basically what I'm seeing on gold, right? That's basically what I'm seeing on gold. And I'm not really sure what other confluences I can bring in just to give you an insight of where it could possibly sell from, right? I'm not really sure which levels to use at the moment. I'm not really sure because it's way too far. It means that it has to happen on this candle. So yeah, but that's a bit far-fetched, bro. Like it might not even happen on this candle. I'm still gonna wait for price to give me other reasons why I should sell from here. But that's basically what I'm seeing, right? That's basically what I'm seeing on gold. So yeah, let's see. And, okay. That's basically what I'm seeing on gold. So yeah, I'm gonna send this one out for you guys, and yeah. Always remember, it's not financial advice, just me sharing my views on what I'm anticipating to see on gold in the coming days or this week. So yeah, if ever you decide to take this trade, make sure you use proper risk and don't hold me accountable for the fact that you took a trade that I anticipated, right? If you're not comfortable with trading the trades which I anticipate, then make sure that you do your own analysis and then enter with your own risk, whether you go full margin, whether you do whatever. I don't care if you win. I don't care if you do what, like basically all on you, right? So yeah, with that said, I'll see you guys on another live stream. Not really sure. Maybe I might do a live stream just before the trade plays out. So yeah, if ever you guys have any questions, let me know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Or you can message me privately. I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call. Okay, guys. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.